fly, Eagles fly. Let's peek the squad. Big Pat shelling, Dante the dark job. Drop the stats on him, drop the facts on him. Spur game, baby, let's get it on.
Hey fam, it's your man Dante the Dark Knight, and welcome to another edition of Eagles Talk. Upon further review, Eagles versus the 49ers. Man, what a game. Last time I was on air, I don't remember the last time I was on air because I was just so toasted that I don't remember much from the last time I was on air. But I do remember that the Philadelphia Eagles did beat the 49ers with no one in the world, and that world includes everybody on NBC on Sunday night. No one chose us to win, and we did win, 25-20. We are now leading the division. Very, unlikely place to be after going 0-2-1 in the first 3 weeks. And the way that, in the manner in which we did it, didn't look like we were going to win that game, let alone lead the division after that game. And that's where we are now. We lead that division. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and coming back. If you know this show, then you know how we talk about our Philadelphia Eagles. So it's no need for me to apologize because this is what we do. We talk about our favorite football team, and we do it in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage, which I enjoyed a lot of on Sunday.
Yes,
All
you
right.
did.
Yes, I did. All right. So without further ado, I have my co-host here, Pat Sandlin, who is still practicing abstinence from alcohol in the month of October. He said it's sober October.
That's weird.
October is my birthday month. I can't do it. So anyway, more power to Pat. Hey, first person in the room tonight is JT. JT is on a streak right now. And he says, fly, Eagles, fly. Let's send the Miners, 49ers packing. Yes, and we did. Second person was Lisa McKenna. Go Eagles. Yo. And Deion Jones back. Yo, what's up? Yo. Bill Kroll is in the house also, along with Lisa. Oh, I just said Lisa. Okay, let's say Tay Stowers. And Sulema is in the house too. Oh man, everybody's here. Everybody's ready. All right,
so they're ready to go, man.
Talk about they are. They are ready to go. A lot of people in the room. Okay, so we're going to talk about this past game, but like I said before, you are watching Eagles Talk. Oh, before we get started, let me give you guys a little bit of homework to do while this show is going on. If you are watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Hit the little subscribe button underneath the video here and subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get our viewership up on YouTube. You guys on Facebook have supported us tremendously. And if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you follow our page, Eagles Talk, on Facebook. Okay, do that. I'd like to give a shout out before we start this quarter. Give a shout out to a brand new cigar lounge that opened up in Middletown, Delaware. We will be doing our broadcast there in the near future. Called Cigar Sessions. Oh, it's a beautiful place. I wish I had some. I do have some pictures, but I don't have them ready to post them up on the screen. But they do have a group, MOT Cigar Sessions, on Facebook. Oh, it's a beautiful lounge, and their grand opening is tonight. Right now,
Wow.
It's packed full of people. I showed you. I had to go get an early smoke so that I can come back and enjoy the show. So I can't be there with my friends, but it's a fabulous place. Big screen TVs, all kind of seats. It holds at least 70 to 100 people comfortably. And, they can't hold it now because of the COVID going on. They have to space everything out. But it's a beautiful lounge, and go look it up. And if you're in the Delaware area, Middletown area, make sure you stop by. Great place.
I can't wait to go.
I know you can't. Yeah. All right, so let's start this first quarter.
You're now listening to the First Quarter.
Yo, so like I said before, you are watching Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook that is by Eagles fans, for Eagles fans. And we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles. It's such a oh man, I had mine. Oh, I left it upstairs. Darn it, I pulled it out. I had mine. Show that again. I want to give a shout out to JT. JT blessed us with those shot glasses. Look, it has our logo on it. That is so thoughtful of him, man, and we still appreciate that, JT. I pulled mine out and forgot to bring it down, so I'm going to have to just use my Eagles class. But we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. This day, I'm only going to do a half. I'm stopping after halftime. But this week, I am partaking in the Crown Royale.
All right.
And my partner here is doing a shot of water because it's sober
High
October for
quality,
him.
high quality H2O.
High quality H2O. But you guys out there who know the deal, let me know what you guys are partaking in. Where's my phone? Okay, let me get the timer started here. So we started the first quarter? Did you start it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, all right. So everybody, you have your drinks ready. Let's raise them to our Philadelphia Eagles, our victorious Philadelphia Eagles, who got out of the 0-4 September, came in October, and started off right. Everybody, down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
Woo! That water is nice.
All right. So we had a couple things happen in the Sunday night's game. Mayada came in. And held his own, right? He came in for JT and held his own.
I mean, he's an athlete. Listen, he played rugby. He's 6'8", 340 pounds. He's an athlete. He's able to move laterally quickly. He's able to move forward quickly. And not only that, he's a powerful guy. So he fit that position very well.
Yes, he did. I have to give him credit for that. And I don't know, man. Oh, look, somebody said, look, Dante, Suleiman was up. Oh, I got to put these comments on. Suleiman said, Dante, last show, you were slurring so bad. Not today. What's up with that? Well, today I am, man, look, Sunday, I tailgated all day. You know, that was an evening game. So
yeah.
I tailgated all day. Hence, that's why I didn't take a shot on the pregame show. Because I was pretty well.
I wish we had a video. I wish I could put the video up right now.
Oh my God, my thirst was quenched, so I didn't do any shots the first in the pregame. So then, my neighbor just finished his man cave, so he invited me over there, and I go over there, and they're doing shots. Oh my goodness! So I started doing some shots, and you saw what the results of it was in the post game when I was barely coherent. All right, so Richard Booth says, you sound better today, Dante. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. JT said he's drinking Deer Park straight.
Yeah,
okay.
There we go. Deer Park in the house.
Richard Booth is Crown Royale and Bud Light. Okay.
After this sober October, I will have a full stock mini fridge of Stella and some Jameson. I gotta have both.
Yeah, all right. And Just Ham Special Light.
Ooh.
All right, JR, that's what he's drinking. Okay, so getting back to Mayada and his play at left tackle. He did a solid job. And you know what? I don't know, man. If JT comes back, what do you want to see? I mean, JP, I'm sorry.
If JP comes back, I heard this argument all week. If JP comes back and Jordan Mailata is playing well, you keep him in. You don't take him out. You keep him rolling. You bring Jason Peters in on special occasions because let's be honest. If he's over here dominating his competition, if Jordan Mailata is over there dominating his competition and nobody's getting past him and he's not making boneheaded offside penalties like JP would do, I mean, he's a solid left tackle. You keep him there. You got to keep him there because this team need a youth movement. And right now, from that left tackle, the team is getting younger and he affords you the ability to up-tempo your offense a little bit better than Jason Peters does. We got to realize Jason Peters is on the last leg of his career, the absolute last toe of his career.
Yeah, and now, all right, now let me give you a hypothetical. Let's say,
okay.
And I agree with you. I agree with everything you just said. But let's say that he is not having He's not having stellar performances, but he's not killing the team. But he's having some growing pains because this is his first real action in live games. You know, last week was his first real action in live games. So let's say he's not performing at an all pro level, but he's solid. Do you bring JP back now? My opinion is you keep him in there.
Yeah.
Keep him in there and let him learn because, we have to move on from JP eventually. I mean, he's not who he used to be. He's a shell of his all-pro self. So we have to think about the future and another left tackle. And I say, and Dillard's out for the whole year, I say leave him in there. Yeah. I know we still got a lot of season go, but if he's not killing us, I say, and this week will be a big test to that.
This would be a
With,
giant test. Yes.
Yeah, giant test. Who's he facing? You tell me, Pat.
He's facing T.J. Watt, even though T.J. Watt
Oof.
wasn't in there, but Bud Dupree, even though they were in practice today, but I know they're playing. They're gonna be formidable guys. These guys really get to the quarterback. They're second in the league in sacks at 15. We're playing only 3 games compared to our 4 games. Even though we lead the league in sacks, we play 4 games. They played 3 games. So 15 sacks and a number of hurries. So they really get after the quarterback with the out front that they run. So he's gonna get some real competition. But let's not forget, his coming out party at left tackle was against the Steelers in that preseason game 2 years ago. So that's when he showed he would be able to play tackle in his league. We had questions about him if this being his first time ever playing organized football, but Scott, our offensive line coach, just did an awesome job with preparing him, getting him to the ability to be a starting left tackle in professional football within 2 years. That's an awesome job. That's a awesome job.
Yeah,
so
let's go off to the offensive line, Coach Stoutland, and because you're right, this guy 2 years ago had never played football, let alone professional football. He had never played football. I mean, American football. And it's amazing to see him come into a professional game and hold his own. So, yeah, kudos goes out to the coaching staff for coaching them up and developing him. And but still doesn't give Howie a pass, though. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't give Howie a pass on all the other strikeouts. All right, what else is going on in Eagles news here?
Well, I mean, we got the injury bug, but we got some players coming back. Deshaun Jackson, like he might be back for this game. Alshon Jeffrey, even though he didn't practice today because of illness, he has been practicing the past 2 weeks. Quez Watkins has been a full participant since he's been activated for that 21 window IR off the IR list. We look like we're getting a little healthy, but at the same time, we still had 2 guys go to the IR. We had T.J. Edwards go to the IR and Rudy Ford. They're both on the injured reserve list right now with hamstring injuries, and that's killing me, man. All these players in this NFL, they're going down with these soft tissue injuries, particularly the hamstring. That's just a note of conditioning. These athletes are not conditioned. They have the proper time to condition their body for the rigors of this game. So that's all that's telling me.
All right, something else. I don't know if this contributes to that, but I heard some rumblings or I heard some people talk about the fact that Doug might be a little too soft on the team. I mean, I know the new collective bargaining agreement doesn't allow for the 2-a-days that that Andy Reid was able to utilize during his time, but I think that I tend to agree with that a little bit. I mean, maybe that's why we have some of these injuries, because these guys they're not going at it in practice because they're treating these guys, and this is a term that is trademarked by one Dante the Dark Knight. They are treating these guys like they're fine china, and they're not fine china. They're football players. Would you let them go out there and beat the brakes off each other? Because that's what gets you ready for game. That's what gets you ready for game time. When you go out there and you take it easy on these guys, and they're not ready, man. They don't look. The teams that come in prepared, I bet you, if you go to their practices, they're hitting. When they can hit, they're hitting. I mean, not the quarterback, but they're not knocking the snot out of each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't need the soft handling of our football players. We need these guys to go out there like gladiators, and they have to have that. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong.
I mean, I do agree with you, but you got to realize this is 2020. This is not football of what we grew up with. It's not, for you, Ken Norton knocking somebody out. This is not Ronnie Lott or Andre Dirty Waters or, Brian Dawkins body slamming somebody. That game is forever gone. All right. And we got to realize that, you got to treat these athletes like this collective bargaining agreement dictates. They can't practice as hard as they used to. There's no more 2-a-days. And training camp was shortened for a reason because of COVID. So we're in a COVID state of football. So there is going to be a lot of there's going to be a lot of people from old school crying about the team not going hard at practice. But you got to realize that's the new state of football. That's the new state of football. If you look across this league, and everybody's saying this team being soft, if you look across this league, look at how many stars are out. Look how many stars on IR right now.
But I can't help but think that so you got that. I understand. I give you that. Oh, let me just address this comment right here because I want this guy to know that we do watch. We get all the comments. So he's coming from YouTube and he says the Eagles are 0-2 in the next 2 weeks watching football. Let me tell you this. I guess I can't say anything I want to, but I think that would be too crass because I was going to go tell him to suck on something and it wasn't a taffy. But get out of here with that. All right, we're not going 0-2. We are going to shock the world. Watch what happens. Just watch what happens. And we have a follower on Periscope because we're on Periscope also, and this is our man Chris Burton. He's watching us on Periscope. Thanks, Chris, for supporting us on there. We're on a lot of platforms. Don't think we're just on Facebook. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Periscope, which is the extension of Twitter. So you can watch us on a lot of platforms. So make sure you do that. But all right. So the soft tissue injuries, I give you that. But I'm telling you, probably if we can take a peek into some of these like let's take Kansas City for example. If we could take a peek into Andy Reid's practices, and he used to kill us when there was no CBA that was prohibiting teams from hitting and stuff like that. Andy Reid had 2 days that were legendary. You know what I mean? And you can't tell me, even with this current CBA, that Andy Reid does not have his team out there getting it in.
Nope,
he's got him getting it in. From
the reports I heard, not only did he hold Tyreek Hill out of some practices, which is uncommon for Andy Reid to hold his receiver out, but he did that with all his star guys. He did that with Patrick Mahomes. He did that with their number one draft
quarterback.
Pick,
that's a given. You're going to hold your quarterback out. That's a given.
Yeah, that is a given.
All right, let's end this quarter, man. End this quarter.
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right, so you are watching Eagles Talk on multiple platforms, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Periscope, and we are the number one Eagles coverage show on Facebook. We hope to elevate ourselves on these other platforms, but we are the number one Eagles coverage show on Facebook that's by the fans, for the fans. Notice what I say, because people be like, you are so arrogant. You are not. How do you know you number one? Because we are not broadcast journalists. We are fans just like you are that started a podcast 4 years ago. It's 4 years?
It's about 5 years now.
5 years, yeah. You're right.
We started off with the phone.
we started with Doug Peterson.
Yeah, we did.
And then Carson Wentz. So yeah, we're in our 5th year now. So yeah, we started this thing 5 years ago. Fans just coming to you guys talking about football like you guys, because all our Eagles fans, we know that we are very educated fans and we need our own platform. So yes, you are watching Eagles Talk. We like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. So this week I am doing the Crown Royale. People have let me know what they were doing, and I put it up on the screen. My partner is practicing Sober October, and more power to him. I think I might try it. I think I might after this month, because this is my birthday month.
Wait. Next month is my birthday month, so you can't do next month.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do till after my birthday to Thanksgiving. I think I'm gonna do that. After my birthday to Thanksgiving. All right, so you can't do that in the middle of the thing. It's going to mess everything up. I'm gonna put you guys on. I'm gonna put you guys on.
Let me do my shot first. Get out of here, man.
All right, get out of here. You just can't walk in. You mess up the lighting and all that, man. We got a professional production going on. You see, you're messing up the quality of the production. All right, I got to get rid of those guys. They're messing up the quality of production. All right, so anyway, we are going to toast to our Philadelphia Eagles, who won 25-20 over the San Francisco 49ers. Start this second quarter. I'm sorry.
You're now listening to the second quarter.
All right, so everybody raise your drink in honor of our Philadelphia Eagles. 1-2-1, leaders of the NFC least. All right, down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. And if you hear that sound right there, that's me tapping out because I'm done. I'm done the shots. All right, so thank you guys for. Did I start the quarter? Yeah, I did. All right, let me go to some comments while these guys get situated. You know, Shell comes in late all the time, and
I have
bro, y'all.
I have employment. I apologize, man.
All right, here we go. No, we don't want apologies. We want you to do better. You know what I'm saying? All right,
I'm gonna quit my
Ellis.
job.
Ellis, they are not Golden State of football. Bro, y'all drunk already. No, we're not drunk already, Ellis. Ellis, I know Ellis. Ellis, shut up, Ellis. I know Ellis. Shut up, Ellis.
Hey, we ready, man. That's crazy.
Washington football. Okay, here we go. Lethion says the Steelers are a good team, but it's football. Anything can happen. As we saw last Sunday, although the 49ers were kind of banged up and all that, still, with them being banged up as they were, none of the analysts on NBC picked us to win the game, and we did win the game. So that was a example of any given Sunday. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. And it might bode well the fact that the Pittsburgh Steelers had a forced bye week last week because of the COVID incident. They had to have their game pushed back, so they were off a week. And I read a story where Ben Roethlisberger in his press conference said that it wasn't good for him. It was not a good thing for them to have that week off because you have this COVID situation. Nobody, people. He's just coming back off an injury. And no preseason or anything like that, and he gets 3 weeks under his belt, and he's just coming back, and then he has to take another week off. So he's trying to get in a rhythm, and then right in the middle of getting in a rhythm, he has to take a week off, and he can't play. So hopefully that bodes well for us because we've been playing, and we've been trying to get on a rhythm or getting on the same page, the whole team there, because we said coming into the season that the first 4 weeks were practically going to be like preseason for everybody. I mean, there's some teams that are performing at a high level, like Kansas City and the such, but and Green Bay and the such. But there's a lot of teams that are still finding their way through this season. So the first 4 games, we admitted that they were going to be like preseason, and in the middle of preseason, they have to take a bye week. So hopefully, we are more in tune than they are. I'm gonna bring my co-host back. All right, there you go. Hey, Shell, what's up, man? Nice to see you.
What's going on?
Oh man, we love you, Shell.
I love you too, man.
All right, let me go to some comments. Here we go. You hate Amy. When this COVID thing is over, do you think things will go back to how they used to be as far as practice? Yeah. Well, I don't think practice is too much different. Because you can't play football practicing 6 feet apart and all that stuff. So I think the play on the field is not too much different. Everything's going to change once they lift these restrictions and all that stuff. Maybe no mask at practice and stuff like that. Go ahead, Shel.
At a majority of the practices, the quarterbacks aren't allowed to throw the ball. They got to fake throw the ball because they don't want
Well, that was the beginning of the training camp when they had to do the walkthroughs. Walkthroughs, they were strictly prohibited from throwing the football.
Yeah, a lot of
their football
teams
was
are
their football
practicing
throughout
that.
the whole
practice.
practice.
Yeah.
But
All right, let
when
me go to
COVID
this comment right
goes-
here because this is key right here. I forgot,
Yes,
but
sir.
I'm glad Amir is in the house. Thank you, Amir, for putting this up there. But Pittsburgh, and this is important, Pittsburgh has not faced a good team yet. And he's right about that.
He's
And
100% right.
struggled against Denver. We can definitely win Sunday's game. Yeah, they are 3-0, but they have not faced top-notch talent in their first 3 games. I think their combined opponents' win total is something like two
No,
games or
it's,
something like that.
it's 111-1.
1-11-1. So we're not. It's not like we're facing. It's not like they're the Kansas City Chiefs where they've already faced some
Contenders.
quality contenders already. They have not played a strenuous schedule. So they do have the stats, like you said. They are leading the league in sacks after 3 games. Where we are they leading or are we leading? We're leading.
We're leading. They're number 2.
Yeah,
But they're number 2.
We're at 17. They're at 15 after 3
They're 15,
games.
but they only played 3 games, so that's more impressive.
Yeah.
Isn't that something? We're leading the league in sacks. That's just something else, right? So that defensive line is starting to show pay dividends, right? All right, yeah. All right,
It's about
Daphne. Let me go to
time.
Daphne right quick. Daphne, hi guys. I'm late, but I'm here. All right, Daphne, go to the back of the room and stand in the corner. You are late. Okay. Throw the flag. Throw the flag, Pat.
Uh,
Flag.
on the play.
All right, all right. There's a flag on the play, Daphne. You can't be late to Eagles talk. What are you? You are loyal. You can't be late, Daphne. What's wrong with you? I love you, but you can't. Oh my goodness, we got to throw a flag on that. All right, Lefion says the days of the Oklahoma drill are over with. Oh wow, Oklahoma drill. Can you guys tell me what's the Oklahoma drill?
All right, that's
big,
one of my
though. Wait a
favorite
minute.
drills. What you
Look
do
at
is, oh man, you lay down probably about 4 yards apart, and somebody has the ball and somebody doesn't have a ball, and the coach blows the whistle, and the person with the ball has to run the person that doesn't have the ball over, and you run that drill until everybody runs it about 3 times a piece.
Wow, I saw the Oklahoma drill on YouTube, a YouTube video with 2 girls, and they threw the ball to the girl, and this white girl just demolished this black.
I've
The
seen
black
that,
girl had the. You
yes.
saw that? The black
Yes,
girl
I've
had the
seen
ball, and this white girl just killed her. Oh my goodness! I was like, yo. That's Oklahoma drill to its finest, yo. She
Oklahoma
wiped her
drill,
ass up, yo.
Nutcracker, you know, it's many names.
That's football. Like
but
we
you
get
know
away
what?
from
Those
that, man.
days of football are pretty much gone. I mean,
It's
we're
not. It's
we're not. We're football as we know it when we were growing up has changed because of the safety regulations.
And it's sad. Like I tell people, I'm not that old, but coaching high school ball on a high level, I coach 4A ball in Pennsylvania. Like I can't even coach the way that I played the game just 10 years ago. It's crazy.
It's
All
adjusted.
right, let's talk about some of the things that went on that were good in the game right here. And that we have to continue. Doug Peterson needs to continue in this game against Pittsburgh. One was moving Carson Wentz out of the pocket.
Yes.
Now, come on. Now, if we have not come to the conclusion that Carson Wentz is a better quarterback when he's on the move, then we are stupid. If we have not come to that yet, then we are stupid. And if we come to that conclusion, then Doug Peterson has got to come to that conclusion. Carson Wentz does a much better job when you roll him out of the pocket. So and I talked about this before, let's stop trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Let's fit a square peg into a square hole. So we have a quarterback that is excellent passing on the move. Let's incorporate more plays where we roll him out or we get him moving in the pocket. Let's do that. Can we do that consistently?
I think they're getting back to that. As you can see during this game, they understood that their weakness was the offensive line, and they needed to move Carson Wentz around. And with that, you look at the 49ers defense line, even though they're missing Solomon Thomas and Bosa, they still have a good defensive front rotation there. They were able to move him out, and Carson Wentz showed sparks that you know what, I'm still Carson Wentz. He showed some actually, Wentz wagon things, getting out the pocket, stiff arming Armstead and throwing a dart to Boston Scott,
and getting
a 3-inch target, even though it was called back, he still has that ability. So I think it's coming in the combination of him being back to the old Carson Wentz that we're used to, because these receivers and this offense has to be molded for Carson Wentz to be successful.
Bill, no, you're not wrong. Bill says, I used to like the ESPN segment Jacked Up. Am I wrong for liking that? No,
Jacked Up. Jacked Up.
That was
that
it.
work.
Yeah, that was that work, yo. That's what we want to see every week. All right, John Gary says, plus Wentz is more dangerous on the move with rushing attempts when plays break down. Yes, I agree with that. Mir says his strength is to get out of the pocket. You can tell he's getting more confident when moving the pocket. So let's play to that strength. Let's play that strip. Come on, Doug.
I want to talk about that in our next segment, because I saw some things on tape about his footwork, and it's crucial about footwork when you're inside the pocket and outside the pocket.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that a little bit too.
So all right, well, we'll talk about it in the third quarter. Let's end this quarter.
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right, so that's the end of the second quarter. We are at halftime, and I am tapped out. I am tapped out. I'm not doing any more. But Shell just walked in, so Shell has to drink. So make sure he's pouring the drink over there because that is your punishment for being late. We may have to make you do 2 shots.
I had no
shots
problem.
because
I don't have to work tonight, so
all right, good. All right, so there you go. So Shell has to do
you got to do a shot for me.
All right, I'm doing
He
a
has to
shot
do
for
a shot
Pat
for us
right
both.
now, and then I'm gonna do a shot for you.
All right, so you are watching Eagles Talk. Oh, he's doing the first one. He's not even going to let me get my plug in here. All right, let's say.
let me do the sound check. You say,
I'm a cop, and you will respect my authority.
Yep, you will respect my authority.
All right, so here we go, man. You are watching Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook. That's by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. And we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots at the beginning of each quarter, which this show is divided into 4 quarters, just like a real game. So I am not doing any shots, but I was doing the Crown Royale. My partner over there, what are you doing anyway, Shell? What are you doing?
I'm doing the 1800, man. So you know
He's
what I
doing
do?
the 1800
tequila.
1800 tequila. He's
That's what
done
I
one
do.
shot.
No, I've done
Everybody
2.
else,
I've
you've
done
done
2.
2 already?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness. He is the man.
Yeah, I'm
All
off
right,
tonight.
start this third quarter.
You're now listening to the third quarter.
All right, so he's done his shots and all that. So
you know
we're
what?
going.
I just realized something. Jeremy, Shell, pass me that right there. Pass me that those things right there.
Right
Can you
here?
reach it? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. JT just brought up
Yes.
something.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it to Shell.
All right.
Flag on the
For being late.
All right, for being late. Yeah, JT.
I
Oh,
I
wait,
was
we
coming
got
for my-
another one. Get the
I was
flag
coming
ready
for my-
again. B
I was coming
Dizzle
for-
just came in. What's
All
up,
right,
B
here we
Dizzle?
go.
Oh man.
All right, he's late.
flag on the play.
Throw the flag on B Dizzle. B
I was
Dizzle,
coming
I'm
for my
sorry.
place of employment.
I'm
man.
glad you showed up, but you get the flag because you're late also. Sulema says, I'm sorry, but people need to stop calling my phone during Eagles talk. I'm with that. Hey, look, Sulema, what you got to do, you got to put on Do Not Disturb. And because people know that I do this show, and they know it comes on Thursdays, and they still try to call me. I have to put my phone on these Do Not Disturb. They call me like they don't know what I'm doing on Thursday between 7 and 8. I have to do it. All right, so anyway, we're going back to this Carson Wentz rolling out the pocket. Hopefully Doug Peterson can.
Let's do the shot real quick.
What shot? He did 2 shots. He's going to do
No,
a third.
no, I'm doing this is the third shot.
Yeah, he had to catch up.
Yeah,
He
I
was
got
on
punishment.
Okay.
I'm
All
on
right,
punishment.
there
I'm
you
on
go.
punishment. Put me in my
I don't
room.
care. I'm not doing All right, there we go. All right, so the third quarter is officially started, and we talked about Carson Wentz and being and adjusting the offense to take advantage of what Carson Wentz does best, which is rolling out in the pocket, keeping them on the move. Let's continue to do that. Schwartz. Let's talk about Schwartz now in the defense. Although we lead the lead in sacks, and I'm not going to. I kill Doug. I kill Schwartz when I have to, but I have to give credit where credit is due. If we lead the league in sacks, then something right is going on. I have to admit that. I'm not going to say that I'm going to discount that.
I hate to say we played the Bengals and we played the 49ers, 2 offensive lines. That's terrible.
But still,
we did what we were supposed
the
to
numbers
do.
are the numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we're talking about, people are talking about this. I mean, the Pittsburgh Steelers, right, and having 15 sacks in only 3 games, and when you look on the flip side of that, they played a schedule where their opponents are a cumulative 1-11-1. And nobody's pointing out.
Nobody says
anything about their
negative
defense. So
about
hey,
their-
right. So we have to take the same thing. If we're leading the league in sacks, then we are leading the league in sacks. But so I can't take any credit away from Schwartz. Another thing, tell me about the situation, Pat, and Shell, you can talk about it too, being a defensive coordinator. The situation with Mills. What's happening with Mills?
All right, so Jalen Mills,
Oh, man.
he played corner this past week. They're moving back to his position. As you can tell, as everybody already know, Darius Slay is our #1 shutdown corner.
Yeah,
he's
he's
the guy
#1.
you put on,
And he's been doing it too.
and he's been doing it.
Yes.
Big play slay is
he-
big play.
The receivers is going to get some averaging about 24 yards per game. 24, I think it's 36 now. But anyway, That's what we always wanted. Jalen
Right.
Mills have to step into the role of that second corner because Avante Maddox is down. Nicky Roll Coleman is not playing well, so LeBlanc has to go to the slot corner, and we really don't have any other.
LeBlanc's been doing all right.
We really don't have
Yeah,
that
he
second
has.
corner, outside corner besides Jalen Mills, who has that ability. And having Jalen Mills on his team to be able to bump him back over the corner, his versatility is shown in being an asset to his team. He did well against San Fran. He wasn't really tested, but the one time he was tested, he made a solid tackle. That's all we asked him. Make the solid tackle, and he stopped the guy on the 1 yard line. He didn't come up and make a play on the ball, but in that position, you have to make the tackle.
Yeah.
You had to be a sure tackler, and that's one thing we know about Jalen Mills.
He's going to make a tackle.
He's going to make a tackle. He
gonna
makes
make a tackle.
mistakes. He does make mistakes. Don't get it twisted. But you got to realize, Jalen Mills for the first 4 years here, he was a starting corner.
Yeah.
He was a starting corner.
Yeah.
A 7th
Yeah,
round
I'm
draft
not
pick.
saying he was
fun.
stellar at it, but he
No,
was
no,
good.
no,
I mean, he was
no.
stellar.
I
So
was not
at
even
times
close.
he was stellar. At times he wasn't. But in the year that we won the Super Bowl, he was a top
He was
ranked
formidable.
cornerback
He was
back,
formidable.
at that point. He was susceptible to the double move. We all know that. But
Yes,
look,
we do.
with a shutdown corner on the other side, like Slay is, if you incorporate the Jim Johnson philosophy, which is you let Slay shut down the number one receiver over there, and then you just double team. Well, no, Jim Johnson used to do this. So if he had if he had this secondary right here, he would put Slay on the number 2 receiver.
Yep.
Yeah.
And let him take him out of the game, and then he would give help on the number 1 receiver. So he would do a double team on Jalen Mills' side. They would double team that receiver, that number 1, and take them out, and that's how he would do it.
Yeah, with this team,
He would force you to go to your third check down.
yeah, but with this,
Right.
Also what he would do is make it hot in the kitchen. We lacked to do.
Well, what the thing about us doing that is that we lack the linebacker ability to cover tight ends. These tight ends,
we have the linebackers here. We don't put them in the game.
first and foremost, tight ends are averaging over 100 receiving yards against us. So, like I said,
Our best linebackers on special teams, Patrick.
we lack the ability to put the worthy
said his whole name.
linebackers in. Our starting linebackers right now for Jim Schwartz suck. Nate Gary doesn't know how. I saw a breakdown, and I looked at it myself before the breakdown. And Alex Singletary, he looks the part. He knows the part. He was the CFL Defensive Player of the Year. He could play that position for an injured TJ Edwards. Sean Bradley, middle linebacker from Temple, he could play that
he
role
can play. He's
for
nice.
TJ Edwards.
He's nice.
Nate Gary has to be relegated to special
We
teams.
should have got that linebacker from Miami in the draft.
He's a little light in the ass. That's what you're saying.
First and foremost, the linebacker you're talking about didn't get drafted.
He didn't get drafted. He's
All
still
right?
available.
He just got picked up, and he's on a team's practice squad. All right.
We should have picked him up. He's a monster, man.
He's 5'11". I'm tired of these small linebackers. All right. These 5'11", 5'10".
What was Derrick Brooks?
Mark
Who was
Semino.
Derrick Brooks? Derrick Brooks was 5'9".
Derrick Brooks was no 5'9".
How
No,
tall
How
is
much
he's
Derrick
tall.
have
Brooks?
you been drinking?
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you crazy?
3
Derrick
shots in a
Brooks
row
was
that
6'1".
will do that to you. You
Derrick
talking
Brooks.
about?
All
You talking
right, he
about the
was 6'1".
Carolina Panthers? You talking about?
No,
we
he's talking about
Sam
from
Mills.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Buccaneers. Brooks.
No,
he wasn't talking about
Brooks was
Sam
not
Mills.
little. Sam
That's
Mills was little,
Sam Mills
but
was
he was an anomaly. He was not.
Yeah.
He was an anomaly. He was not.
So,
people Sam Mills size did not do what Sam Mills did.
No.
He was definitely.
I concur.
All right.
He
So
was
let me get
special.
back to the Nate Gary doesn't make sense at linebacker here. All right. We have guys that we drafted. We need to see what they can do in this defense because right now the linebackers that we have can't do jack squat. Okay, Nate Gary cannot cover a code. He don't know how to get back into his flat. He doesn't know how to get back. So I'm gonna make the perfect example. If everybody out there, they go back and look at the play where Alex Singletary made that interception. Right, Alex Singleton. Go make that interception. He dropped back in his hook the curl. Right. Nate Gary, on the other hand, was supposed to drop back to his hook the curl. He dropped straight back on the left side. So you had one guy who's a special teamer, know how to and what to, and you got the other guy don't know what the heck is going on.
I just
It's
told you our
instinct.
best
Linebacker-
linebacker is on the special teams. I just said that. You're basically, with the knowledge that you're expressing, you're giving me kudos to that.
I don't care if I'm giving you kudos. I know that. I just said that.
All
Our
right.
best linebackers are on the bench. I agree with
They're
that.
on the
Nate
bench.
Gary need to. I said Nate
They're on the
Gary,
bench.
Nathan Gary from Nebraska need to be relegated to the doggone bench. He's a safety converting to
Yeah.
linebacker that's scared of contact.
He's scared of
All right?
He's scared
you
of
get
contact.
hands on
You're
this guy.
soft.
You get hands
Your
on him.
name is Sherman Tissue.
All right, you get hands on him. You get hands on him. He
That's
doesn't
3
check
shots
tackles.
talking. That's 3 shots.
So
talking.
you had Jordan Hicks. You didn't fight to keep Jordan Hicks. Jordan Hicks will produce over 100 tackles for the Arizona Cardinals. You should.
But he
kept
wouldn't
him.
stay healthy. He was not healthy. I mean,
Well,
Got
I
his
like
last
Jordan Hicks.
season
too.
here.
That's one of the
Jordan
Last
Hicks
season
was-
here.
He
stayed
was a
healthy.
playmaker
Yes.
on defense, and not only him, but Shell's guy too. Kendricks was a,
Yeah.
Kendricks.
See,
He's
see,
a-
look.
Kendricks-
Look, he almost
but-
made the Pro
He's
Bowl
in
last
jail.
year.
He's in
Yes,
jail.
yes, but
Yeah.
that's because of Jim
For tax
Schwartz's.
tax
That's
evasion.
because
Come
of-
on, the
that's
president don't pay
because of
taxes.
Jim's-
Come on, leave him alone.
That's because of Jim Schwartz's scheme. If he was an aggressive defensive coordinator, Michael Kendricks is a excellent blitzer, a perfect candidate to
Yeah.
blitz.
Yeah, he's
Jordan
nasty.
Hicks is a nice blitzer also, but he's definitely a playmaker at the very least.
We have to
Um,
get Bradley in the
you
game.
know, it's sickening to see people leave this team and go elsewhere and be stars. Hey, have you heard about the guy Rasul Douglas?
Well,
You see how he was great. He's great now.
Before we jump on the Rasul as being great thing first, he actually, when it gets teams that's not doing anything far as throwing to his side, because they can beat the Carolina Panthers in other ways. Carolina Panthers won last week, yes, but they were getting beat other ways. It wasn't for Teddy Bridgewater. They would have got blown out. Okay, let's be honest.
All right. Well, I'm just
But,
saying.
but LJ Fort,
All right. Let's end this quarter. Let's end this quarter.
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right, so that's the end of the third quarter. We are moving into the fourth quarter. You are watching Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook by Eagles fans, for Eagles fans. Another shout out to the Cigar Sessions Cigar Lounge in Middletown, Delaware, where they are having their grand opening tonight. And everybody's showing up. It's a beautiful place. If I had some pictures, I would post them on there. But if you are on Facebook, just go to the page. You'll see everybody's posting tonight, so you'll see all the beautiful. The lounge is just beautiful. Chairs, TVs, bar. Oh my God, the humidor is huge.
yeah,
Huge humidor with a lot of selections of cigars. An expert, Luis, and the owner Pat, are experts in cigars. I mean, you can ask them anything, and they'll answer your questions about cigars and turn you on to what to your favorite flavor profile. I mean, they are experts. So if you are in the Delaware area, make sure you make your way down to Middletown and the Cigar Sessions Lounge. I forget the name. I forget the address. It's on Wood Street in Middletown, but there's a lot of people there now. Here we go. Yeah, fourth quarter.
You're now listening to the fourth quarter.
All right, so this is the fourth quarter. You're watching Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook by Eagles fans, for Eagles fans. We like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage. I am tapped out, but I was doing the Crown Royale. Our host, Patrick, is tapped out because it's sober October for him, so he's only doing shots of spring water. But
I'm not tapped out.
our
It's my
one
fifth shot.
shell, Sandlin, is still doing shot. His fifth shot. He's doing the
That's your
1800
fourth shot.
tequila
Four.
or fourth.
I did 2 back to back, and then I did another one.
So that's third, and this is your fourth.
It's
Okay,
my
this is your
fifth.
fourth shot.
I'll do another one.
You don't have to do
You
another
ain't-
one.
you ain't sleeping
You're
in my
already
house.
done. I know. So anyway, please drink responsibly if you're out there, and don't drink if you're under the age of drinking.
I don't have to work tonight. I don't have to work
All
tonight.
right. Okay, so here we go. Everybody down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
It's high quality H2O right there. I'm telling you right
All
now.
right, did I start the quarter? All right,
Mama.
you started the quarter. All right, I got the timer going. All right, so let me go to some comments because we like to talk with you guys, not at you guys. So Christopher Burton says LJ Fort is a prime example of letting people walk
Yes.
and they turn up on another team and do a good job. LJ Fort is a prime example of that. You're
I'm
right
just-
about that.
Our evaluation of talent sucks, man. I'm gonna say that.
Timmy Jernigan, he retired.
Timmy Jernigan was a free agent. He just got picked up. I think he got picked up by the Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins. picked him up.
Okay. All right. Somebody said what happened to Tim Jernigan. And you said retired, but I guess
No,
you were
I was talking about
somebody else.
there's somebody asked him bring back DeMarco Ryans. He retired like 4 years ago.
Well, okay. All right.
Yeah.
John Grant says is Davion Teller playing at all special teams? Maybe.
You know what? I
That's
don't
the
even know.
linebacker
I
right
don't.
there.
I don't see any stats for him. But he's a guy that I would actually give a shot at right now. Davion Taylor, Sean Bradley, like Nathan Gary's not gonna cut it for us.
Oh, somebody. J.R. Rothstein said Zach Thomas. Zach Thomas was 5'10".
why are we talking about this right
No,
now?
I'm just talking, but they're talking
Yeah,
about
he
short
said,
linebacker.
Zach
Yeah,
Thomas
no,
wasn't
Zach Thomas
over
was
6 feet.
5'10",
No, he's
and
5'11".
he's going to the Hall of Fame one day.
Zach.
he-
Oh yeah. Oh, the Miami.
He's going to the Hall
linebacker.
of Fame. So what are you talking about? He was number 2
He's
behind
already.
Ray
He's
Lewis.
eligible. He hasn't made it yet. He's eligible,
why-
right?
Yeah,
How
he's
long
gonna
is
make
it?
it. He's gonna make it.
You think so?
It's going to take a while before
What
he
you-
makes it.
You think
All right.
it might
John
take a
Grant
while?
says Sean Bradley definitely can play out there in place of
Exactly.
Nate Jerry.
And I agreed with him.
You agree with that?
I agree with him. He can play in space. He's got great feet. He's got good leverage. His hips are good. His footwork is good. He's got great size. You put 15 more pounds on this guy, he can make a Pro Bowl.
You don't need to
You can
put
make a
more
Pro
stars
Bowl.
on him.
I watched him play in college. See, I watched college football. Unlike you, to just watch Penn State. I watch other teams.
Can we stop this? Because I'm tired of you attacking me about these players. I know who Sean Bray. I know what he could do. I know his stats. I know his information. All right. I said, give this guy a shot. Why are you attacking me?
I'm not attacking
We're
you,
on the
man,
same
but
side right now.
I'll be talking about guys that play college football, and then you act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Like I'm the only person that watches college football sometimes, man.
You know what?
Flag.
Get out of here, man. All right, stop that crap, dude. Get off me, man.
This is Eagles talk where the Sandler boys siblings go at it.
He
So,
acting like
if
I
you're
don't
new
watch
to the
anybody
program,
else
This
in
is
Penn
what
State.
happens.
I'm just
All right,
asking.
let me go to some
Do
comments
you?
out there. Frank says JJ, AW, and Jerry are the worst players in the league.
JJ
Jeremiah
Arthur White
says-
side is the
Whiteside.
worst receiver
Oh
on
my
this
god!
team.
Every time
We know
Metcalf
DK
catch
Metcalf.
something,
Okay, yes, we know.
I get upset because we could have had him. And you know what they said? He didn't have good lateral movement. You don't need good lateral. You need to go vertical in the NFL. Who worries
There's-
about lateral movement?
there's-
All right,
Sounds
calm
like
down.
fun.
You're shaking the table. You're
Yes,
shaking
I'm
the
sorry.
camera.
I'm sorry.
All right, Philip McCoy.
No
You see
more
his
for you.
comment up there? Shell is lit right now.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yes,
He's very
he
lit.
is.
He is
Cody
very
Burns
lit.
says Carlson needs to be Carlson. Let him run and be the Carlson he was in 2017. Definitely get him moving around the pocket. And I think a lot of his success was due to the fact, and I hate to keep bringing it up like a broken record, but Frank Wright and John DeFilippo in the building. That's why Carlson had his most successful season yet. And
They knew what to
without
do
them,
with him.
we've
Yes.
seen a big difference. We've seen spurts where he shows where he's still that quarterback, but I don't think he's being coached consistently like he was by Frank Wright and John DeFilippo.
I seen it this week. I seen the quarterback coach Press Tiller actually sit down with him and go over some plays, which was the first time they have ever showed that. So I think he stepped up to the plate. He's not a Frank White, to be honest with you. He's not a DeFilippo. He's not that person.
But he's
this-
listening. He's listening to
listening.
Eagles talk. That's why.
Yeah, probably so. They probably listen. They always listen to Eagles talk, especially Doug. He calls us and tells us. But the thing about it is, the Frank Wright, DeFilippo knew Carson was strengths, and it wasn't keeping him in the pocket. It was moving him out the pocket. We got to understand something. A lot of quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, yes, he can throw in the pocket, but he's a more deadlier quarterback when you get him on a run. He's a deadly quarterback on a run. You got to know your quarterback's strength. His strength is not staying in the pocket.
Hold up. Deion Jones says, Pat says, who cares about lateral movement? Them
What are you
shots
talking
getting
about?
potent now. He didn't have any shots, Deion.
I
So
had
you
no
can't
shots,
even blame it
Deion.
on it. He's
When
drinking
I say
water.
that, when did I say lateral movement? I say no. See, you listen to this guy.
No,
you listen.
no,
Wait,
because they
wait.
on draft day.
No,
we can bring up the tape.
I actually brought
We
it
can
back.
bring up the tape. Y'all talking about he had slow lateral movement at
No,
the combine.
You got to understand something. You
I
got
don't care about lateral movement. It's vertical. The NFL game is vertical.
Shelman, let me speak.
Go ahead.
You just rock behind.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
You're lit just like Dante was.
I'm not lit, dog.
You
Yo,
are.
I was
All
lit.
right.
I
Yeah, you were. Yo, you was lit.
Yo,
Sheldon
I
not
was
lit.
All right. Let me explain something to you,
All right.
Shelman. We all wanted DK Metcalf. When it was said who we should pick going in this second round, I had on my list.
I had him
DK
on my
Metcalf.
list.
I wanted DK.
I wanted
Metcalf.
DK Metcalf.
When we drafted him, I was very upset. But being somebody that has to analyze and look at all these stupid reports, I have to report to the people and give them maybe why they took this guy. It's not.
It's bull. It's bull.
Can you let me finish?
Go ahead.
Finish?
It's bull.
You
But
can let
go
me
ahead. You
finish?
can finish. It's bull. Go ahead. I'm finished.
All right. So it's not It's not that I agree with it because I totally didn't agree with it, and I went back to that and saw I did not agree with it. I hated the move. I didn't even know who this guy was, but yet I had to give it
I
information.
watched
to the
college
people,
football a
'cause the
lot. I didn't know who this dude was.
Our Eagles Talk family need to know the information of these people when we draft. We can't just sit there. We can't just sit there. We just drafted Dante Johnson with the second round pick. Oh, I hate Dante Johnson. I can't say no more about him. No, we gotta say Dante Johnson is 6'5" from North Carolina State. He did this, he did that. We have to give him some information.
Just like our choice, instead of picking AJ Dobbins, J.K. Dobbins, we picked somebody that's not even on the team now. We could have had Dobbins, a running back.
We should pick Jalen Hurts instead of J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, Hurts isn't playing.
Hurts played.
We should have went up and got the
We
Lamb.
could have had.
That's what we should.
We could have had Dobbins.
CD then.
Dobbins is number two in rushing on a Ravens roster.
You know what? I'm gonna sit here and look all this.
All right, let me go to some comments, guys.
Go
All right,
comments.
John Borden says we need an offensive play caller. Dougie P needs an assistant to help see the field. I called for that a couple weeks ago. Maybe Doug Peterson should relinquish his play calling duties and let a fresh pair of eyes get in there and do something. But he didn't have a bad game last week. He did. He moved crossing around a little bit. I hope he incorporates more of that in this upcoming game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, because their defense on paper and against the first three teams that they played looks very formidable. So it looks like they're going to be coming at him this week. So hopefully he's going to do something to not make Carlson just be a target back there, standing back there like a statue. Carson Wentz does his best work when he's on the move. He's elusive. He's athletic. And he actually throws good on the run. There's not a lot of quarterbacks that can throw on the move, but Carson Wentz kind of excels at doing that. So, I mean, he actually throws a better ball when he's on the move than he does when he's sitting back in the pocket.
I agree.
So that's another reason why you have to call plays to his strength. I know it's not orthodox that you want your quarterback throwing off of one leg, on the move, but when you have a quarterback that actually does it good, I think it behooves you to cater the offense or the play calling around that type of guy.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All right, so JR says Doug P needs to let Deuce run the offense.
Yes.
Ooh, I don't know.
Yes.
This is a passing league, and they're scared to let a former running back.
It's not a passing. Is it a passing league or is it a winning league?
It's a passing league.
It's a passing league or is it a winning league? I'm asking you that question, and then I'm gonna throw something at you. Is it a passing league or is it a winning league?
It's a passing league. When you look at the
when you look at the stats, in the playoffs, teams that run the ball 70% of the time win 91% of the games. Look at the stats.
In the Super Bowl,
in the playoffs,
Pat Mahomes won the MVP of the Super Bowl. Is he a running back?
Playoffs.
Am I missing something? Is Pat Mahomes a running back?
All right. I want him to give this drunk narrative. All right. First and foremost, who won the Super Bowl last year?
Kansas City.
How did they win it?
They ran the ball.
They ran the
No.
ball.
Who was the MVP? The MVP was a running back?
Quarterback.
Am I missing something?
The quarterback.
They threw the ball.
So
Who
the
won Super Bowl
quarterback-
previous year?
Does quarterback run the ball or does he throw
Tom
the ball?
Brady.
I'm sorry.
Who won it the year
Please.
before that? Nick Foles.
Another quarterback.
So when you talk about running this ball, when you run this ball in the championship, yes.
The run sets up the pass.
Can you let me talk?
The run sets up the pass.
Can you let me talk, please? Can you
They're
let me
always
talk?
going to give it to the quarterback.
You know what, Shell? You got that. For your information, J.K. Dobbins has 92 rush yards over 15 attempts.
We won the hold up.
He's
Somebody's
number
backing
4.
Shell up. Somebody
He's
says
number
Pedro
4.
says we won the Super Bowl on the running game. I
Yes.
don't know, Pedro. I think
No,
we
we
won the
didn't.
ball
We won the game
on Nick
basketball.
Foles' arms. I don't
We
think
won,
we won it on
we
the
won,
I
we won
don't
the game
think-
passing the ball. We
Yeah, we run the game. I don't know.
touchdown.
I have to
No.
disagree
We
with
scored
that.
one rushing touchdown.
But look, that was the
ran
end of
the
the fourth
ball.
quarter, guys.
We
In
ran
that
the
quarter.
ball.
In that quarter.
And that's the end of the quarter.
So since this guy want to throw some fake stats at you guys,
Fake stats, fake
all right,
news.
fake news from
All
this
right,
guy.
all right, you've been hanging around with
J.K.
Trump.
Dobbins is number 4 behind Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram, and Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards is their fullback.
Whatever.
I'm sorry, Patrick McCord is their fullback. So if you want to throw stats out there,
All right, whatever.
be real,
All right.
because I will Google you. I will Google your ass right now.
All right. Whatever.
He will go to Google University on your ass. All right, look, guys, thank you so much for a spirited discussion. Thank
you
everybody
drunk
that's in the
dudes. Get outta
room
here.
for joining us today. This has been Eagles Talk. Upon further review, we will be, well, I won't be here, but my guys will be here. I'm sorry, I have a previous engagement. I have to work on another show, which I'm getting paid for. So I will not be at the pregame or postgame for Sunday. But the Sandlin boys will be there. Shell, will you be there?
What time is it?
1
It's
o'clock.
1 o'clock.
I'll be at my employment. I apologize.
I guess I'll be here by
Shell,
myself.
I mean, Pat will be on by himself. Oh, my goodness.
I'll
All
find
right, so-
somebody. I think I got somebody I can get on.
All right, okay. All right. So Pat will be on Sunday.
I might feel bad all of a sudden. I
Oh
might
my
be.
goodness, you can't say that on air, man.
Oh, you can't say that on air.
I'm not worried
All
about
right,
the firing.
anyway, so anyway,
I make more
God.
doing
Hey, hey! Don't be putting your business out.
I'm
there.
sorry.
Yeah, that was a good point. John Grant says Eric Bieniemy is the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs, and he was a running back. So it's all about balance. Yeah, you're right about
it is
that. Good
about
point. And I was thinking about that as I was saying that Deuce Staley is a running back. He can't call plays. But anyway, that was a good point. But thank you guys for tuning in. Tune back in on Sunday for pregame. 12 o'clock. We have a 1 o'clock kickoff. So Pat will be on. He will be running the show by himself. I'll be rooting for him. And I know he's going to do a good job. I know you're going to do a good job.
Solo Dolo, I would do a great job, man.
Solo Dolo. So make sure
Yes,
you
sir.
tune in so you can help him out. Because one of the biggest things I find that helps me out if I have to go solo is having people in the room. Because I can always just refer to them and their comments and just conversate back and forth. So make sure you keep that in mind. So you guys make sure you tune in on Sunday and help Pat out as he flies solo. As our Philadelphia Eagles face the Pittsburgh Steelers up in Pittsburgh, where they are letting fans into the stadium, which means it's not too far off that fans will be able to come to the link and watch the Eagles because we're in the same state.
7,500.
So
7,500.
yeah, so
I got a
This
few
is great.
cheesesteak bets too for these Steelers fans.
all right, you're done. All right, anyway, make sure you come back
Please, Greg.
Sunday and check out the pregame show with Pat Sandlin. We love you guys, man. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.
We go live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Smash him up, crack that fool. Quarterback crack, yo, sack that fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up, watch that move. Went too swift, can't catch these dudes. Can't hit him, 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 listen, hit him, listen. It's Eagles Talk Live, it's Talk Eagles. Philly bleed green, it's from your people. Fly, Eagles fly. Let's peep the squad. Big Pat Shell and Dante the Dark Jaw. Drop the